People don't greet. Have you noticed that? We're in the masjid here, right now. Do you know people will attend the function? They wouldn't have greeted each other. Even the person next to you, they wouldn't be greeting each other. There is an explanation of who should greet first. The one who's passing should greet those who are seated. Those in small numbers should greet those in a bigger number. And so on. The young should greet the old. But sometimes, people don't greet. They just walk past. We look at them and say, they didn't greet. Look how arrogant. Stop saying that. What about you? You could have greeted. But I didn't need to greet because I was older than this guy. The hadith says the young is supposed to greet the old. That whole discussion is irrelevant because the hadith says the best from you, the one who starts with the salam. You say assalamu alaikum. Whether they reply you or not is irrelevant. You did it for Allah. So your reward is written. When I say to you assalamu alaikum, you say wa alaikum assalam or you don't say wa alaikum assalam. My reward is written. It's now up to you to get a reward. So why must I be bothered whether you replied me or not? You may not have heard me. And this is why the best from amongst us are those who think good and who develop good excuses for others who might be doing something we haven't understood. It's called husnul dhann. You see someone do something, you see someone hasn't replied you, think to yourself, maybe they haven't heard me. Maybe they perhaps have a bit of wax in their ears. Okay, even that's a little bit derogatory, but anyway, maybe they haven't heard me. Maybe I didn't say it loud enough. Perhaps I didn't greet properly. Maybe they thought I was greeting someone else. All those maybes will take you to paradise. Why? Because they are good maybes. But the minute you see, no, he heard me loud and clear, he didn't want to greet, he arrogant. That uncle, I've known him for the last so many years. He's always like that. Look at his face. All that will lead to more and more and more. The next time you see him, you would just look at him and you wouldn't even want to greet. It happens with the sisters as well. I'm talking about uncle. What about the aunties? May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant us ease. May Allah grant us goodness. Sometimes it becomes tough. You know, we attend religious functions and we're like strangers to each other. We make people feel so unwanted. We make people feel like they're in the wrong place. Why? You're welcome. MashaAllah, it's your place. We're all part of one huge family. Just like if calamity were to strike, we would reach out to everyone, whether they were Muslim, non-Muslim, tall, short, this race, that race, wherever. We would reach out to them. Just like that, in goodness, we should reach out to the same crowds. In the same way. Which means, no matter what race, no matter what ethnicity, no matter where they come from, what language they speak, how wealthy or poor they may be, no matter what religion they belong to, etc., etc., all that becomes irrelevant. Make sure you are the best.